Hello and welcome to Coffee and Bonsai with Tom. Today we're going to work on what I call my oak tree bonsai. It's a Portulacaria Afra. It's a Frankie cork bark, and I'll show you a bit more of that soon. But boy, you can see it's really grown out and it is in desperate need of a prune. This is one of my favorite trees. It's also one of the favorites on the channel. It's got a nice combination of the tree and the pot. It just really works well together. And yeah, I want to say something. I call this my oak tree bonsai. Some people get upset because it's not an oak tree. What I mean by that, the inspiration for this tree is an oak tree. And so, yeah, it's not an oak tree. It's a Portulacaria Afra, cork bark, and it's beautiful. Let's take a look at the trunk. Look at the corking on this. I think we last worked on this like 6 months ago, or maybe 5 months. So it's it's thickened up a bit. Boy, it really needs a pruning. But the trunk is just on these cork barks is just amazing. And I always very much appreciate it. But before we get started with pruning, let's take a trip down memory lane. This is the tree when I first got it. You can see not a lot to it. This is a few months later, and these are all from 2023. This is in the summer, that summer, and then this is what it looked like in 2024 after we last worked on it. So that's a whirlwind history of the tree. Let's get to the pruning, shall we? You can see it's got a lot of stuff that's going straight up. I think as first principles, it's a good idea to just get rid of stuff like that initially. It just distracts you from your pruning, so that's what I typically do. This is going in towards the trunk, so there's no way I can ever use that. Some of these are really long, and we'll kind of get to that. I think I first want to get through the stuff that's just going the wrong way. This is also straight up. Well, I guess it angles a bit. Here's one that's in the crotch. I definitely don't want that branch. Just by doing an initial tour, here's another one it's kind of going in towards the tree and kind of long and leggy. But just by doing a quick spin around, you can typically get rid of a lot of stuff that's just going wrong, right? And it really helps you to see this one is kind of way far to the inside. I can't really use that unless I plan on drastically cutting it back, which at this point I don't. And some of these are just really long. I've mentioned this many times. These trees really grow very quickly on the top. So you really want to keep that kind of tuned back. And in all honesty, I've kind of let this one go a bit far, but I'm just going to chop off a lot of this top growth because, this is about the height I want this tree. I'm really kind of working on, developing branches and ramification, and it's about the size that I want it, and we'll see how long I can keep that up. But for now, I think it's quite reasonable to keep working on it this reduced size. So I'm just taking off, kind of pruning to a profile, and giving it a decent shape. A lot of this stuff is just grown so far out; it just needs to be cut back. But it all helps to thicken up the trunk and thicken up the branches. And the tree gets fuller and fuller with each pruning. This is just really long, and I'll probably cut these back further, but for now I'm just kind of getting stuff that I know I'll never use. This is kind of growing right into the branches above it, so I don't need that. Just create some flat layers. And let's see. I think I'll come back and work a bit more on the top. I also like to take off old leaves. So once a branch has gone from 1 to 2, you really don't need those old leaves anymore. And I think it helps to clean up the look by just removing them. So I frequently do that. I'm always impressed with how quickly these ports grow and develop. I mean, the pictures I showed at the beginning of the video were taken from early 2023, and now we're in late 2024. So within 2 years, I mean, it's pretty drastic development on this. I mean, I have way more branches. I'm getting subdivisions. It's always amazing to me, like when you look back at the pictures, that you take, and I really recommend you take some sort of documentation of your trees because, since I've been doing this channel, I'm astounded at the progress that these trees can make um, really quickly. It's really just amazing to me. So this is quite thick in here. I think I've got some stuff that just fell down, but I definitely want to thin this out. But already, I think even just the cleaning up, it's, drastically better now. At least I can sort of see the tree. And that's always a good tip, Sometimes if you don't have a lot of time or, you're in a hurry, you can just quickly do a profile prune and not do a lot of detailed stuff. Like I typically just let mine go wild, and then this is just too long. Take it way, way back. Almost over pruning. But you can have a more, I don't know, uh, conservative approach to it and basically take off, less more often and give it more, more frequent input, and that works really well as well. I just have so many trees, I typically don't do that. But I do on some of them. But yeah, so I'm really kind of getting down now where I'm sort of doing a bit more fine pruning, and I like to take out, create some separation between the branches and get rid of branches and even leaves kind of hanging straight down because I think it just gives the tree a better look. Not everyone agrees with that, but to me, I just like that appearance a lot more. So that's typically how I prune mine, and there's no shortage of old leaves that need to be removed as well. And I definitely want the green in there to sort of fill in, and so it looks like a tree. But I want to see a lot of this beautiful trunk, and so oftentimes when I'm pruning, I'm really trying to show that trunk. Boy, that looks a lot better. I had some upward growth there, and I think it really helped with the profile and also to help with that branch. That branch in particular, it's a little sort of upright and competing with the trunk. Um, so I don't know. We'll see what I decide to do with it longer term. I think I'll let it go for now. I mean, especially I sort of consider the other side, the front of the tree, and it's less noticeable there. But I'm pretty sure I could take it down a bit. But that's a decision I'll have to make soon because I definitely, I'm kind of developing a lot of branching on that, and I'll have to throw all that away if I do decide to reduce it. So tough decisions all the time. But I think you know I like how it looks now, and so I'm going to just keep going with it. And it does sort of, it's a way you can see from this angle. It's kind of away from the main trunk, and it sort of angles quite a bit out. So I think I will end up keeping it. But it's always something that crosses my mind when I'm working on the tree. I don't know. Let me know what you think. I sort of think if I took it off, um, it would not. Uh, I think it would really kind of take. It'd have a big hole there, right? And it's sort of like a sort of a back sort of side branch as well. So you sort of get double duty with it. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you think. But yeah, we're quickly getting down there, so I'm kind of doing some fine tuning here and just getting rid of, um, kind of going in and thinning out the leaves to really get it uh, very sparse, right? So that it'll be ready for growth. And the thing about that, it lets a lot more light in, and so you will see a lot of tight growth in around where I've kind of taken these leaves down. And yeah, I think this is looking pretty good. I mean, I kind of like the general profile of it here. The top, I don't know. It looks like I'm not exactly, it might be a little too tall, but I think that's something I can easily fix. Sometimes it's important, like if I kind of cover that up, I really think I'll leave it for now, but it's important to take a break, take a step back, have a look at the tree, kind of spin it around. You know, I think I've said many times in the channel, there aren't really any mistakes. If I cut this off, I can easily regrow the top. And I mean, who knows? It might be the right thing to do. But I'm sort of liking the profile of it now. I mean, it certainly would also work if it's quite a bit more rounded. Um, but I think it looks good. So, um, yeah, I'll just take a look at it here and see what I think. Take a breather. Um, and, you know, I've really kind of exposed a lot of the trunk. It's really got, you know, I think it has a nice angle forward, and, you know, the tree really works well with the pot. This is kind of a little crowded, but I think I'll just maybe let it grow and then address that later on. Um, but yeah, I think it's, you know, it's a nice looking little tree, and I'm really happy with how it's developed in really, well, you know, a short period of time. Just kind of nip a little bit of this off on the top, take it down to just 2 sets of leaves. So I'm not gonna kind of cut the top off yet, but I'll just try to make it a little bit more compact. So I don't think I want to do much more with it today. I'll clean up, and I think a good thought for the day is, you know, have patience with your trees. You can see like this one has developed quite a bit in not that long a period of time. And, you know, I feel like allowing them to grow out, they kind of thicken up, and then you sort of cut them back. It's like one strategy that I like to use. So you can consider that. I know it's tough if you don't have a ton of trees, so maybe you need more trees to, so that you know, you can more readily allow that gap and get some thickening. But I'm really happy with this tree, and you know, I look forward to developing it in the future. Let's take a look. One of the things I think in the future, I really like the pot, so I don't really see myself changing that much for a while. I think the overall profile, you know, I think as I want it to look older, I want to do more, I think, with the top, and I think that's mainly in kind of rounding it off. So if you kind of see like this, you know, where I think it'll have more of a like an oak tree look. Like typically very young trees are very pointy at the top, right? So I'm going to do something with the top here. I don't know exactly what. Like I said, I'll just let it grow for, you know, until it needs pruned again, and then we'll take a look at that. But let's take a victory lap. Always one of my favorite trees. Like I said, one of the favorites on the channel. You guys really seem to like this one, and I do too. You know, sometimes, you know, you just get lucky. It's genetic. It's a roll of the dice. And but I'm really looking forward to where this tree goes in the future. And I want to show you the look from the top, you know, because you always want to be thinking about this when you're pruning your trees. Is, you know, it's kind of a three-dimensional object, and so you want it to come both forward and back and to the sides, and you know, it really helps to kind of, this one has sort of a triangular shape from the top. Um, but yeah, I want to, you know, with that, I want to thank you for spending time with me, and I look forward to seeing you all again soon.